Welcome to iMaster Math Curriculum. We are thrilled to be partnering with you and your child to help them build foundational mathematics skills through relatable examples, clarifying images, easily identifiable concepts, leveled practice problems, and engaging activities. Building on top of a strong and tested foundation was extremely important to us. Our curriculum is based on the Virginia State Standards, which have been considered the best-in-class criteria for learning for over a decade. This is a mastery-based program where your child can travel on the math continuum at their own pace. Our course is designed for the student to master one concept at a time, propelling them to the next, more difficult concept. To ensure your child's success in this parent-led course, your active involvement is crucial. We've made it easy for you with our open and go format and easily accessible manipulatives that allows you and your child to dive right into each lesson with minimal preparation. This course features the following 5 domains within every level. First, number sense, which includes counting, comparing, ordering, and relationships between numbers. Second, computation and estimation, which includes all the operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, decimals, fractions, and practical applications. Third, measurement and geometry, which includes money, calendar, time, U.S. customary system, metric system, shapes, angles, perimeter, area, and volume. Fourth, probability and statistics. This includes probability, graphs, tables, and charts. And fifth, algebraic thinking. This includes patterns, sorting, classifying, equality, equations, variables, expressions, and linear functions. This introduction video will cover 3 steps to set you up for success this year. First, let's take a look at getting organized. There are a few tips that we encourage you to do that will help you stay organized throughout the school year. Second is getting online. We will look at our learning platform and help you get comfortable navigating between lessons and learn how to find assignments. Third is getting started. We will look at how to move through an individual lesson to help you better understand the daily structure and format for each. Once you understand these 3 components, you will be prepared and ready to begin learning. First, let's look at getting organized. Materials specific to each lesson are listed in the preparation section. Other specific manipulatives can be purchased easily or accessed in the same section. We recommend that you use a binder to keep all the practice problems and activities from this course. This binder becomes a resource and a keepsake that your child can refer back to throughout the year. We recommend buying a 2-inch binder with 5 tabs that are labeled with the following: number sense, computation and estimation, measurement and geometry, probability and statistics, and algebraic thinking. Ziploc bags will also be helpful to store and keep printed games and activities organized. Now that we're organized, let's look at getting online. We believe that technology is a tool, and we have provided a variety of activities within each lesson that are meant to engage and involve students both online and offline. The platform is intuitive and easy to use. Let's get online. Okay, let's go ahead and navigate to familyschool.org. Once you're there, you'll want to bookmark the page as you will be using this every day for class. When you log in, please use the personal credentials that were given to you as shown here on the screen. After you've logged in, you'll be at the dashboard of Family School. Over on the left-hand side is another menu. You'll want to choose Course Library. Once you've selected Course Library, this will display all of the curriculum that you have purchased with your Family School subscription. iMaster Math is at the top, and you'll want to click there. Once you've clicked iMaster Math Courses, you will see different sections, math assessments, and levels K through 8. These levels correspond to your child's grade according to American Heritage School. For modeling purposes, I will click on level 1. The first thing to note here is the More tab. You'll see that there is a welcome letter, scope and sequence, weekly schedule, materials list, student handout packet, and assessment along with assessment key. I want to take just a moment to note the assessment. This is a tool that you can use to determine what level your child should be in. For example, let's say that your child has just completed grade level 1. They would want to take level 1 assessment. You could click here, print it off, and have your child take the assessment. After the child has taken the assessment, you can use the assessment key to score their answers. If your child has scored 80% or better, that is an indication that they're ready to move on to the next level. Again, in this case, taking the level 1 assessment means that your child has covered and learned the concepts in level 1 appropriately and is ready to move on to level 2. All right, I'd like to go ahead and model what a lesson looks like. We will look at level 1, lesson 1 in the number and number sense domain. Once you click on the lesson, you'll see several sections. The first section is the preparation section. This will let you know everything that you will need for this lesson and your child to be successful. In this case, the practice problems, practice key, a 110 counting chart, the activity, and vocabulary used in the lesson. Go ahead and click the arrow to collapse that menu. And the first section within the lesson that you will see is called Math in My World. Each lesson begins with a real-world experience or connection which introduces the math concept. This is a way for your child to warm up to the lesson by highlighting a familiar situation. For example, in this lesson, we are learning how to count forward from a given number and write numerals. The Math in My World section indicates a situation that outlines organization of numbers being important. Every day when we get ready to leave the house, we put on our shoes and socks. Do you put on your shoes or socks first? Yes, we put on our socks first. No, we don't put our shoes on first. So Math in My World helps them to warm up to the lesson concept. Next is the math lesson. In this section, the lesson is taught based on a concept. Now you'll notice that the title of the lesson always starts with an I can statement. These I can statements are researched topics that your child can master. I can count forward from a given number and write numerals is the lesson we're looking at today. Within the math lesson, the concept is taught in a simple way with questions that your child can answer throughout. Once the concept is taught, we then move to the Try This section. In the Try It On Your Own section, problems are given and your child can check their learning by clicking the drop-down arrow and checking their answer. This assesses the knowledge that your child has learned. Next, we move to the Sum It Up section. This section is where the math concept is restated and the child is reminded about what they have learned. Finally, we move to the Record section. In the Record section is where your child can practice what they've learned with 7 unique practice problems. Once I click on this, you will see, again, each practice has 7 different problems. The first 3 problems are multiple choice, basic recall. 4 through 6 are usually true and false with a justification or explanation. The last problem is what we call an explaining a strategy. And this is where your child has to recall the strategy and apply the strategy to a problem. Now, all of these problems are created using Webb's depth of knowledge framework. Each problem has been carefully written to capture the lesson concept. Finally, we move to the enrichment section. Here is where your child can use concepts learned to apply in an engaging and fun activity. According to research, when our children engage in learning activities beyond the lesson, they remember and apply the concept better and are able to extend their learning more effectively. So each lesson has a hands-on activity that they can use to assess their knowledge. Level K activities might include collecting and sorting objects found in the home, or in this case, filling in the empty boxes to assess their counting knowledge. A level 7 activity may involve playing a memory game with perfect squares. In any case, activities were designed to be fun and engaging for your child. That's it. We cannot wait for a beautiful year of learning ahead. No matter where they begin, your child will learn to master math.